Hi, my loves. I haven't done one of these in a little bit, so I thought I would see what comes up. So what it's been showing on a global scale, on a social scale, and so on an outside scale, outside of your being, is the places in which human life is still not considered as equal, as equally valued. And what that has been an invitation for many of you is to figure out how that is holding up on your inner world, on the inside. Where is it that you hold the belief that one life is more valuable than another? Where is it that you hold the belief maybe that either your life, yourself, your being is more valuable than another, or vice versa, that your life, your being is less valuable than another? And we are not here to talk about the outside world right now. This is something that happens in form, in physical form. And we have utter trust and faith in you to anchor in that inner knowing and create it and turn it into form, shifting the physical world, the physical structures. Some will have to go. It's not. Let's not forget. So I got a little, I always just feel like I have to have, the right perfect translation, just so that it's not dismissive of experiences that we're having in the human realm. And sometimes I'm like, but is this the right translation? And that's just what happened. So the idea was, for many of us, for many of you, for many of them, depending on where your lens of perception is, you've opened your heart up to receiving a different perspective. The perspective that we are all part of the whole. That my actions, thoughts, and beliefs impact another, theirs impacts another, and so on and so forth. That work has been beginning, in a way. I mean, it's been ongoing for many, but the active, you can't escape from looking at it anymore. The active, there it is. It started first with the pandemic and realizing that we were all so very connected, right? I mean, physically, we're connected from people all over the world. I mean, maybe at a 3-month delay, but at most, we're connected, so very connected. And we're continuing on to visit that truth and to become aware of that truth through the places in which we are trying to hold on to disconnect at a really deep level internally. For those of you that consider yourselves light workers, empaths, star seeds, for those of you that identify with wanting to bring more light into the world, to bring more love into the world, kanta ahala oa taka taisunumalaka taya poe Take a deep breath in and release. For all of you, all of us, the work is and continues to be inward first so that we can bring it into form outside. And so continue to ask yourself the question, where does that reside in me? If I'm seeing this outside world not represent what I believe in, where is it that I think that that's the truth? But where is it that I don't think I have the power to change it? That somehow this is the truth, the how it is. And so if somehow this is the truth and the how it is, in a way we've internalized that as being the truth, which it doesn't have to be. Gosh, don't I love it when they're sending messages that are really for me to learn? And okay, so for me, let me tell you a bit my learning edge. It's been for a long time, and it may not seem so, but it's been quite a journey for me to get online and for me to speak out. Speaking out, it's like I could feel it energetically. I had like a shackle around my throat. That's the work to weave it out, to clear it out so that freedom of speech comes in from your inner being. So isn't that crazy? Like, that's from my field, that there was not that sense of freedom of speech. And so my learning edge is learning to speak out and speak up, right? And so part of that learning edge is also they keep mentioning it and I keep not translating it. It's this idea that there's this, like, you'll anchor in the codes really instantly. Like, once you're open to receiving the energy, there it is. But there's a sort of like delay or slow down when it becomes when it weaves into the physical, when we turn it into something physical. A little bit like the ripple effect, right? Like you drop something in water, like a crystal in water, and then it ripples out and out and out and out. The crystal's already in the water, but by the time it affects the whole body of water, it takes time. And that's kind of what they keep alluding to, is like, for many of you, if not all of you, you've already anchored in like the energetic template and belief that there's no such thing as better than and less than in terms of the beings on this planet. But the rippling out effect of you turning that into form into your life, you carving out us, I should say us, because that's me too, right? Like, I'm not trying to be dismissive and be like, I'm done, not at all, right? Like, all of us, the carving out of the places in which somehow we still believe that that's not the case, that maybe I'm lesser than. And if I believe that I'm lesser than, then I'm automatically saying that someone else is greater than, and continuing on. And so that, that may translate in being afraid to speak up, right? But hopefully what it does is it illustrates one of the examples of how this can show up in a person. And so, my kanahiola teko tai kanalea leo nai 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 no mayo nai ho no mo tai talayo nai sai ho. And so remember to give yourself grace. Those of you that are beating yourselves up, please don't beat yourselves up. Okay? Please do not beat yourselves up over it. What we need to do, it's not a great statement, but like we need to beat the old belief systems out of you instead. Like they need to go. They're the ones that need to be collapsed. That's it. Not you. Not you. For so many, it's the air we breathe, right? The belief systems we've inherited, it's the air we breathe in terms of our society. So don't beat yourself up for having been a human in a society. What we get to do now, right? For all of us that believe in a new earth, for all of us that want to anchor in 5D, this is it. This is how we do it. Anchoring in 5D, how do we do it? Inward. Where are these beliefs of inequality? Where are these beliefs that rather than different, we have better than and less than? Every single time you find yourself with a thought, better than, less than, it is an invitation to look inward, to be like, why is this stored in my being? Can I carve it out? Can I replace it with different? Can I replace the fact that there is contrast in this world, the fact that there's paradox in this world? Like, can I replace? Like, it's beautiful that we have access to all sorts of frequencies and colors and sounds. Like, we have contrast, and it's really beautiful. And now the exercise is to, whenever that contrast goes from just contrasted, different, to ranking, better than, less than, let's bring it back. Again, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back. And this is a continuous journey, in part because this is a physical journey. Your soul knows this already. So in that sense, it's already a complete journey. But in a physical world, in the physical world, there's that slowdown of turning it into physical form. There's that slowdown of just being in physical form. So please, 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 my dears, remember that it'll take physical time, not in the anchoring of the knowingness, in the being able to tap into the knowingness. But it's just shifting everything around so that we are in flow and alignment with a greater whole, with all that is. We spend so much time trying to be not in alignment as a society, but teaching that to others. But that's not what the next few years are about. They're about returning the flow, returning to that deep knowing that we are all worthy. And the embodiment of that knowing, because it always, always starts with us. We thank you for your time. We thank you for your love. Know that you're seen and heard. Know that you're believed as well. That seems really important to say. Your feelings are valid. The resistance that you're experiencing is valid. And you can always reach out to us directly. We are here, your support team, to support you. Thank you very much for